going on, guys? It's your boy King Jockey Joe 413 back with another one. How you guys doing? Chilling? You already know me, chilling like always. So what's going on today? What we doing today is we're doing an install video for Motovlogger setup. So D rolling on 3 takes my bike out sometimes. He's gonna be getting his own bike soon. He's like, yo, I might as well have my motovlogging set up now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna be doing today. He's rocking the Icon helmet. You know what I'm saying? Pretty lady helmet. We're gonna be throwing this one on here. He's rocking with the GoPro Hero 9. But since right now he's recording a video with that, we're just gonna be doing the video with my Hero 7. All right, so what you're gonna need is, first thing you're gonna need is the GoPro. Obviously, well, first thing you're gonna need is a helmet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a helmet. You're gonna need to get your GoPro. If you got the 9, you got the legs on the bottom, but I do recommend you getting you a case. Ulanzi is the best company to get your cases from. You wanna get one that has one of these hard metal cases because first of all, it protects your camera. If it falls, you don't want your camera to break. You know what I'm saying? And then it has 52 millimeter threads, so you can throw your ND filter on. Trust me, you don't want to use an ND filter. I noticed a huge difference from not using one to using one. The sun, like you go outside, you want to wear sunglasses. If you walk outside and want to wear sunglasses, that means your GoPro should have an ND filter on it at that time. So get yourself a helmet, get yourself a GoPro, get yourself a case. And then when you get the cases, you're preferably gonna want to get the one that has the mic adapter holder. Why? It's because you're gonna need to get yourself a mic adapter. So the bottom here, we got the mic adapter holder. You're gonna need to get yourself a mic adapter. You get these at $50, around $50. They got them on the GoPro. They got them on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. They got them on eBay, Amazon. You gotta make sure you want to have these if you want to have an exterior mic. If you're doing a motovlog setup, you're gonna want to have an exterior mic because there's a lot. It's only so long that people are gonna listen to wind. You know what I'm saying? You're riding, they got the picture, they hear the wind. Only so long people are gonna listen to that. You're gonna get 2 or 3 minutes each video from that. You know what I'm saying? If you look at your algorithm, that's all you're gonna get. So you want to have a little bit of talking, and just even if you're not talking, with the mic being plugged into this and then being plugged into your helmet, it's gonna bring the wind noise down drastically. So that's why you're gonna want to have a mic on your helmet if you're gonna be doing motovlogging. I see a lot of you guys. Everyone's starting a Ryker channel. A lot of guys throwing mics on their helmet, throwing cameras on their helmet, throwing cameras on their bars, and just driving around. You know what I'm saying? I check out y'all videos for about 2 or 3 minutes, and it's like, all right, that's enough wind. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just cut the wind out and tune the wind down and then throw some music in there. I already know some people edit with their phones and stuff like that. You can't do all that, but get a mic. All right, and then if you gotta get a mic, what's the best mic to get? The Purple Panda. This is real good mic right here. It's actually the second mic I used. The first mic I used was garbage. It was like a $20 mic. It was actually like a $10 mic. This is like a $30 mic. This recommendation I got for this mic was from Chase on 2 Wheels. Y'all see him? Check out his page. He got 2 different videos on motovlogging installation. And then after I watched his video, when I was doing my first motovlog, I went up to like 4 different videos of people doing motovlogs. They all have Purple Panda mics. The reason why there are better mics than Purple Panda, for more money. You know what I'm saying? How much are you willing to spend? This is the way to go, guys. All right. Last thing you're gonna need is a helmet install kit. Oh, not the last. The second to last thing you're gonna need is a helmet install kit. Everything you need, you're gonna need to install it onto your helmet. You can buy these on Amazon. Probably like $15, $8. Sometimes you might need to add a couple of additions to hair. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you don't. But I always change this out right here. I always change this end out for the factory GoPro one, just because it has that rubber thing that locks it in there, because you don't want to be riding down the road and your GoPro goes flying off, especially on the highway. You know you're gonna stop to get it, but this is gonna get ran over before you get it. All right, so and last but not least, you gotta get yourself some sugar. Not the one with the little girl with the umbrella, not that kind of sugar. We're talking about sugar moldable glue, because this little 2-sided tape is 3M. We all know 3M is the best 2-sided tape in the world. But How do you get 3 of them off? You heat it up. So when you're riding around in 90-degree weather and your camera starts sagging because you got the Ulanzi case, which is metal, which is heavy. You run in a GoPro Hero 9, which is heavy because it's bigger than the other ones. And then you got 90-degree heat beaming on that. It's gonna get soft and sag. Trust me, I got a video and you can watch it, and it's until it fell off into my lap and I had to end the video. So quick install video. So first, what we're gonna do is, how you start this off is you're gonna want to figure out where you want to line it up. So you remember your GoPro is not centered on your it's not centered on your case, so you don't want to have the middle of your case on there. You want to have the lens in the middle of your helmet. So you're going to be blocking off. You can't breathe here. You're not going to be able to breathe, but it's fine. Another good idea is to use the curved backing. We're actually going to be using the GoPro factory one. It actually sits better. If you look right there's no gap between it, so that sits better. So we're going to be using that one. Hopefully we can get it back enough. I really don't want to put it on these vents. We get some vents here. We really don't want to put it on there, but if we have to, we gotta do what we gotta do. But if you do put it on the vents, it's obviously gonna hold better. Actually, I wouldn't put no moldable glue on that part, so if he ever wants to take it off, he won't cover that up. But I doubt he's gonna take it off. Moldable glue is removable.
Just be buying another helmet.
It is removable, but it's really hard to get off. All right, so if you haven't purchased your GoPro yet, you still can do this. Cop yourself a case. How do you have it set up now is that it's gonna click like this. That's not how we want it. We want it to click the opposite way, and we're gonna use a different thing. So we're gonna remove this here. We're gonna move the little clip here, save that as a spare. Maybe one day he'll use it. I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna replace it with the factory GoPro one. And we're gonna have it so it slides in this way. So that's what we're gonna do there. Put the screw in here. And trust me, when you put these on, when you finally get it to the position you want it, you're gonna wanna crank these things so tight that you think you're gonna break them. Crank them down, because when you're riding, they start moving a little bit. You're not gonna like that. So right now, we just snug them up so they don't swivel so much. Snug them up so they don't swivel, so we can just get a little bit of. All right, we're gonna take our curve thing like we said we're gonna use. That's how we're gonna want it to snap on.
Flip the GoPro around.
Yep, the GoPro's backwards. GoPro's backwards, so let's turn that back around. All right, so you're gonna set up there. We got turn that one up a little bit more. These are gonna have to crank down. I usually use a socket on there because they're like socket bolts. I usually use a socket on there and tighten them down, crank them. Yeah. So, all right, so we're gonna find a good position with it. What we want to do is we don't want to have it too high up in front of here. Preferably, I would prefer to have it down here. So we might have to add a couple extra pieces down here to make it a little longer, because I'm not liking where it's sitting right there. Like, see, if we put it right there, that's all. Well, he has a nose guard here, so.
Mask, though.
Well, mine's like that. I have to go like this every time I open my mask. Every time. So that's one thing when you have these cases and you have it set up like this, you're gonna have to move that to open your mask. So that's gonna be a thing you're gonna have to do. Yeah, I'm thinking that's right there. That's where it's gonna go. I'm thinking that's looking good right there. There. All right. So if we're looking at it, how I got it set up right now, you can see the middle of the camera is lined up right with the nose bridge. At first I was thinking this might be too high, but if you look at the top of his nose bridge, it's right there. So his eye is gonna be right over that. It's putting it at a good eye level, so it's right between his eyes. So what he's looking at, what the camera is gonna be looking at. Only thing is a con, but I have to do with mine. Every time I open my camera, I have to have it like, I have to move it forward and back, but you wanna have your camera off. You don't wanna have it flush with the back of your helmet, because when you're riding, your head's not straight, your head's tilted. So you wanna have room between your helmet and the camera so you can put it back a little bit extra. Because when you're riding, you're tilted like this. You think you're gonna wanna, when you're sitting there and you're putting your helmet on, you're gonna set it up like this. And when you're riding, you're gonna be like this. And your camera's gonna be looking at your gauge. Trust me, I did it. Check my early videos, y'all see? Check my early videos. I'm not telling y'all because I'm just guessing. I learned by experience, guys. So now I got this where I want it, right there. We're gonna two-side tape this here. We're gonna use a two-side tape. We're gonna line it back up there. Line it back where we want it. Let's see. Stick her down, yeah. We gotta go back where we want it. We're gonna two-sided tape down. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, like I told you, two-side tape's not gonna hold forever, so that's just temporary. We're gonna take the GoPro off now that we got this mounted. And we're gonna sugar all around here. We're gonna put sugar up on, it's gonna go up over these ledges here. We're gonna put sugar on there, and we're gonna get that, he has black, perfect. So what I do, so what you gotta do is, you gotta let this sit for 24 hours before you put your camera on there, at least. You put it on there right away, your camera's gonna sag, and you're gonna be like, holy shoot. So, what this is, if you ever like playing with Play-Doh as a kid, this is what you're gonna be doing here. Gonna get it all up in there. Not too much on the top though. You don't wanna get it on the top because you know your clip has to go there. But we do wanna get these corners where it's rounded because that's gonna help hold it down. And you wanna get it pretty. Make it pretty, you know what I'm saying? Make it pretty. So remember, this is on there forever. I did A's helmet one time, and I put the orange on here. Trust me. I know some of you guys might have an orange helmet. Don't use the orange. When it dries up, it looks like poop. So I recommend you don't use the orange. We're gonna go up here on the sides because the clip doesn't hit that. One more pack. Oh, we got 2 more packs. Oh, nice. Probably only need 1 more. So this stuff comes in all different colors. So I just recommend you don't use the orange. The green might not look good either after it dries up. Because, you know what I'm saying? But I know A didn't like the orange at all. He was like, why'd you put that on my helmet? But if you're gonna use like a ugly color, like if you buy the multicolor pack and you gotta use an ugly color, use that color first and then cover it up with some better color like black, white, any other color that's not gonna look like poop on your helmet. Because that all there, I'm just gonna take this clip. Now that I have all that there, I'm just gonna take this extra clip and just make sure she slides in there good. So now it hit anything on this side that was like in the way of the clip hitting. That's basically how you put this on here, guys. Just mold it down there. Make sure you get good contact on the helmet, get good contact on a holder. Just mold it down there nice and pretty. Looks heavy duty, that's what it should look. Got our clip here, can't put it on there now. Gonna line everything up. Always use your factory GoPro thing, yeah, I'm telling you guys. It helps out. You don't want to be risking using. And the only thing is, I actually had a problem with, the reason I had to take this off of A's helmet is because we didn't use the factory GoPro one. We used one of them cheap ones, and one of the sides ended up breaking off of it. So we ended up having to peel all that stuff off his helmet. But if you're like gonna continue, he wasn't having the camera at the time, but if you're gonna continue motovlogging, you can peel it off and put another one on top of it, but why go through that? All right, guys, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be installing the microphone. So we're done with the camera. Put that to the side, and let's get to the microphone. Put that to the side. All right, we got our microphone here. Purple Panda. So what you wanna do is you're gonna be using your microphone. They actually send you a couple extra wires. They send you a wire for hooking it up to something right there. They give you an extension wire, so if you got to connect it somewhere far. So for the people that don't want to put the cameras on their helmet, they want to do it under bars, you can get you a purple helmet. You take this part of the video, you put the helmet, you put the camera in your helmet, and then you use this extension. Every time you want to plug into your camera, you can plug this extension to there. You can have it on your handlebars, you can plug it in your helmet and still talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only if you have it on your helmet. All right, so we're gonna go inside. We're gonna look inside real quick. Got the padding here. So we're gonna try to get the microphone to stick right out through the side of this padding here. Right out the side here. So that'd be closest enough to his mouth. You always wanna use the dead cat. Where'd the dead cat go? You wanna use the dead cat on here.
Dead cat?
Yeah, that's what they call this, the dead cat. Only thing is, sometimes you got the dead cat on there, like mine. It tickles my lips. I don't like that. Dead cat on here. Remove the clip. We don't need the clip. That's gonna be in there. So, all right. So we're gonna look at this. Where's that thing here? All right, we got this coming here. It's gonna come through here. This is gonna be in here this way. So our microphone is gonna be plugging in from this side of the camera to this side. So you want it. Yeah, it's gonna be plugging in inside of the this side of the adapter. So you want to make sure your wire's coming out the same side. You don't want to have your wire coming to this side and you running this side. All right. So we might not even have to do a lot here. All right, you can pull out your padding. Pull out our sidewall padding here. Just gonna flip it off. Take a look at the back of here. So what I'm looking for now is where I'm going to tuck the rest of the wire. There's going to be extra wire. You're going to tuck it. Pull out this piece right here. We're going to, yep, right here. There's a little slot right here. Up here, we're going to run the wire. So this cheek pad here, we're going to slide it out right here like this. And we're going to slide, see right here, this goes down in there. We're going to slide it right through there. That's where we're going to get the wire to come out to the helmet from the side there. So just throw that in there for now. Go on the other side of that tape. Take this up here. Do you want to go under that? Yeah, actually, that looks good. Looks not bad. Not half bad coming out the side right there. See that, guys? All right, so now we got that there. We got our cheek pad here. And we're gonna take the rest of this wire and we're gonna run it back to the back and we're gonna tuck it. I'm trying to find somewhere to tuck it inside there. So if you look at this helmet, like my helmet, the whole pad came out, this one doesn't. So we're gonna try to get this up to here and we're gonna tuck it right in the back there. All the extra wire. It's gonna be a lot of extra wire. There's no way under here. I don't wanna pull it off too much because I don't know how to get it. It feels like it doesn't come out. So we're gonna get the middle of this wire back here to the back. We might end up. All right, guys, I'm just having a little difficulty figuring out how I want to run this because this is all sealed down here. And maybe we'll check it under the wire under here. All right, so I think I just found another spot underneath this hard plastic right here. There's some space. We could probably stuck that wire under there because then the cheek pad is going to go over all that and then everything's a little more central. So let's see if we can get this down in here. Oh, yeah, there's a clip in there too. All right, now we're gonna take our cheek pad and line our cheek pad up with the mic going through here. So sometimes if you need to, you can put two-sided tape on the side of your mic to hold it in place. We'll see if we need to do any of that, or we might be able to get away with putting the clip back on that we pulled off. All right, guys, so I'm feeling the front of the mic. I can feel the front of the mic right there. I got this clip down. Thinking that's how that's gonna have to go. This has to go in more. Cheek pad. Yeah, we might have to two-side tape this mic or clip it with that clip back on here that we took off. Oh, there we go. That was nice right there. So the harder part about this is just making sure you get good mic placement and you got somewhere to tuck your wire. Once you get all that down, see, I thought that went in somewhere snug, but this is a hard spot to find. All right, guys, I think I figured it out. I got it in there. We didn't have to use two-side tape. We might have to eventually put some two-side tape on there. What we would do is we would take some two-side tape on the back side of it, just stick it right to it, just to hold it to the back of the helmet so it doesn't fall down. We took the wire, we got it right in there, we tucked it right down in there. So this is an older helmet, so a lot of the padding doesn't come out. Some of the newer helmets, like you can take all the padding out. Mine, you can't take it all the way out, but you can pull it like halfway out. It's still connected at the bottom. But there's the foam, the side foam, protective foam here. It's like a little space between that and the outside of the helmet. So what we did was we stuck our finger down there and we just jammed that all on in there. So that's, as long as the wire's not in the way, that's all you're looking for. We got this wire here, which is gonna connect to here. This is gonna be here. So I'm gonna put this on because we gotta let the sugar dry. But we got this here. This is gonna be here. So we gotta make sure we have enough wire to run it there, which is perfect here. That's basically it, guys. It's basically how you do an install. It's not that much. There is some tuning you're gonna have to do when you do your first video and you talk with it on. You do your first playback. If the volume's too low, your microphone might be too far behind your helmet. Other than that, I don't think there's nothing else to do. Just wait for your sugar to dry and test it out. All right. Recommendation: if you don't use sugar, you're prepared for your helmet to fall. Don't leave your helmet in hot temperature places like all the time, because this stuff might get soft, and mine never has the sugar, but the two-side tape has. But enough babbling on, guys. It's about the end of this video. Check you in the next one. Peace.